Well, good morning, birds. Good morning, all of you. Grab your cup of coffee or tea or chai, or I love this. My friend Marcia sent me a message that in the mornings, I assume it's in the mornings, I'm not sure where she lives, so maybe it's in the afternoon, she grabs her hot toddy. And with, I think she said Jamaican rum and lemon and honey. So if you have a really interesting beverage of choice that you drink while we do these walkabouts, then let me know. I'll give you a little shout out. Who knows? We might all discover a new morning beverage. Well, I haven't done a walkabout in the front yard in a while. I have said numerous times that the front yard just kind of goes on autopilot this time of year. There's not a lot of color up here, but it continues to look, let's just say, presentable. That doesn't mean there are not all sorts of things that I need to do to whip it into shape. And I will do that. But I want to talk a little bit about a couple of things. One, I'm going to do a garden tour that I call blind spot gardening, blind spot garden tour, where there are areas that just become blind spots for me that really need some TLC. This is one right here. You can't really see it from the street. I don't really pay that much attention to it when I'm in the front, but I'm going to address all of these areas. I have several of them in the back that I just call blind spots. And when Stuart is here next, then he can video me addressing those blind spots and cleaning them up. If my camera skills are a little wonky, it's because I'm traversing some stepping stones. So as hot as it's been, the front porch still looks pretty nice. Consider, anytime we get in the 90s, it's just hard. I don't care where we live, it's just hard for things to look good. But the few things that remain, I've decluttered big time on the front porch, but the few things that remain still look pretty good. And always the topiaries are statuesque and I think look nice. And another tease, I teased yesterday, but I will be doing a walkabout where I talk about where I get all of these tours and things of that nature. The other thing that I'll share with you is where I get what I call house jewelry. So if you see between the limbs of the double file viburnum, let me hold on this shot for a minute, you can see I've got two plaques. One showing the date my house was built, and the other showing my address. And I'll share with you also where I got those markers, because I think, I call it house jewelry, is crucial to getting a certain look. And I would include hanging American flag along with that jewelry. It just makes your house pop a little bit. Now here's an interesting little factoid. That one marker shows my house was built in 1935, but I was looking up some facts on my house, and the public records say it was built in 1932. So my neighborhood records diverge a little bit from, I guess, the county records. So my house is older than I thought. We may be getting into some uneven light here pretty soon. So I still have that promised holly pruning to do, and this is the holly. This is a Nellie Stevens holly that needs to be pruned. I'm going to show you how I do it, because it's becoming increasingly difficult for me to access my flag and those pots of angel wing begonias that are on the side of the front door, because that holly has just gotten too rambunctious. This area right here, this is one of that the Chinese holly right there, Burford holly. That is a placeholder plant. I'm going to be cutting it back too to give, there's some white encore azaleas next to it, a lot more room to do their thing and hopefully bloom this fall. It is actually kind of cool this morning. We got a tiny bit of rain yesterday. There's a gentle breeze and it's really nice. So I was reading my emails this morning, and a lot of you who have joined LVTV have told me that the special Facebook group that I'm forming just for LVTV subscribers isn't operational yet to join. And that's because we haven't officially launched. And this will be a Facebook group, actually my first Facebook group ever, that will only be open to subscribers. So since we don't officially launch until August 1st, and by the way, you guys, I'll put a link below if you want to join LVTV. If you join now before August 1st, you get the first month free. You can cancel at any time. It's $9.99 a month. Blah, blah, blah. But we're going to be doing some really fun special things. I probably shouldn't tell you, but tomorrow we're going to go visit a flower farm. A flower farm in a suburb of Oklahoma City, and cut just buckets of flowers that I'm going to bring home and style and show you how I use them in different places in my house. Oh, there's a nice breeze out. Now, one of the things that I'm going to be tackling is that Euonymus. I don't know if you can tell, but if you look carefully, you can see that it is starting to detach itself. We've had some really high winds, and it looks very scruffy, and some of the vines have detached and are now, let me see if I can zoom in, are now just kind of hanging limp off of the massive trunk of that tree. So I'm going to do a hard whack job on it. Here is a little personal note. When my boys were little, we took, I should resurrect it, see if I can find it. We took a wonderful series of black and white photos of them both peeking around this tree. They must have been, like 6 or 7. And they're some of my favorite pictures. Ooh, somebody needs to put some water in the bird bath. Now, over there, kind of in the distance, you can see it's before 8, so people are going to work, that most of the daisies are spent. So there's going to be a lot of chopping and deadheading and such to do in the front yard. And since the mornings have been cool, I'll be able to do that. I've been, I guess, preoccupied with lots of work with LVTV. So some of my garden chores have gone a-wanting. But I will get my mojo back, and I will tackle them in due course. Again, this is a perfect example of why I have so many structural plants, because despite how loose and lanky those daisies now look, the boxwood kind of holds it together. Good morning, Mr. Rabbit. By the way, a number of you have also asked what can be done if you have a rabbit problem or just basically chewing little pests in general. And I'm not sure why I don't have a problem with rabbits. My problem is with squirrels. But you might just try one of the organic repellents that you can find at nurseries. They stink. They're made of some kind of putrefied ingredients, maybe egg yolks or something, and they smell horrid, but if they smell horrid to us, apparently they also smell horrid to rabbits. So you might give some of those a try. One more thing, you can tell I've got LVTV on my brain. I'm going to be sending out a video special message to all of you that have already joined, and I can't tell you how flattered and humbled I am that the number of you that have already joined and we haven't officially launched. It's a grand experiment. It will hopefully improve over time as we learn. It's one of the reasons I'm doing it, so that I can continue to learn and have a more personal way of communicating with all of you. Some of you may have noticed that I'm not responding quite as quickly to the comments that you put on YouTube. I do eventually read every one, but when I get busy, it's hard for me to respond to all of them. So LVTV will be a way that you'll be insured. I'm trying to slowly back up, you guys, without getting hit by a car, so I can show you what it looks like from across the street. Or not, because I'm going to wait for this car to go by. Then I'll retreat, walking backwards. There you go. I don't think you guys would have wanted to see a live video of me getting run over by a car in my neighborhood. So let me back up. I'm trying to do this smoothly, but it's kind of hard. Oops, I just lost my shoe. Pretty morning sunshine. So if you were driving by my house, and I really want you guys to think of this as your garden. So if you were driving by my house this morning, in the morning sun, that's what you would see. So sometimes, because it looks good, I think nice from the street, I'm not always, I sometimes am afraid that my front yard feels like it's an orphan compared to the backyard, because the backyard gets so much more attention this time of year. I have a pretty borrowed landscape down the street. Which is nice. In the other direction, not quite so much. This is an old neighborhood, and it's easier for some people to keep up their yards and their landscapes more easily than others. It's an old neighborhood. Benefits of lots of pretty trees. Very quiet this morning. The mornings are far more quiet than they used to be before the pandemic. And I keep telling you all these videos that I'm going to do, and I promise I will get to them, where I talk a little bit about the methodology and practice of how I laid my brick and stones, and why and how I did it in any kind of subsurface. But these are just set directly into the dirt. Now, they're pretty even. There's certainly something of a pattern to them. I did get brick that matched the color of my house. So it looks uniform and nice, I think. But I'll talk about that in more detail later. I just wanted to give you a walkabout. The mandevilla that I planted is a little bit slow. It's been very hot, but that's okay. The greens are just very cooling and nice, I think. So there you go, a little walkabout this morning. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. All those things that we're supposed to ask you to do. Listen to all the crows in the background. And if you want to be part of our exclusive little group, then make sure to join LVTV, and I'll put a link below. You guys have a great day, and thanks for starting your day with me. It means a lot. Have a great day. Be safe and be well.